Hi, everybody. Just wanted to pop in for a real quick minute and provide a little bit more detail on what transpired with getting the chemo port. So if you're about to go through this process, it might give you some idea of what will happen. Keep in mind, everybody's situation is different and the different facilities might do it a different way, but this kind of gives you a general idea. So got to the hospital like at 8 o'clock in the morning. I had to go through admissions, and then they sent me to the short-term wing of the hospital, and they had me undress everything except for socks and underwear and put a gown on. The nurse came in and she put an IV in my hand. Let's see if you can see. You can see right there where it was. You see, I still even have the stickum from the tape, but they put an IV right there. And that's where they drew my blood from, and that's where they gave me IV fluids from. And then after I had my blood drawn, I went to have the echocardiogram. I'm going to do a separate video on the echocardiogram because that was a whole mess. And that is, that was not a good experience for me, but separate video for that, and I'll tell you everything. After the echocardiogram, then they wheeled me up to the surgery radiology department, and that's where the nurse showed me what the port looked like. And if you remember in my last video, I showed pictures of the port, so that was the sample that he showed me, and he walked me through the whole thing, what they were going to do. And that's when he asked me about the music. And remember from the last video, we played Sam Cooke in the operating room. The whole procedure took about, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes. And what they did is when they laid me down on the bed or the gurney or whatever that you want to call it, they, from like my neck all the way down here and about this wide, they just kind of scrubbed me down with that, that orange stuff that they use to sanitize you. And then they had me turn my head to the left, and they literally draped my whole body. So everything was draped in cloth or whatever. The only thing that was showing was this area. Everything else was covered up, even my face. And I thought that they would be putting the port on the same side as where I had the breast cancer, where I had the surgery, but they didn't. They put it on the right side. So I had surgery over here, and you can see the port is over here. And then the nurse told me that when it's time to have chemo, the nurses at the infusion center will, you see this lump, this is where the port is under my skin. So they'll numb this area, and then they'll stick the needle right there to give me the infusion. And then I'm trying to remember what they said, because if you remember in the last video, there's a tube that's attached to the port. And in the last video, you could see it was like really sticking up out of my neck, but it's gone down quite a bit, so you can even see that it's there. But they told me that they'll actually even be able to draw blood from here. So yeah, after I had it done, they gave me a twilight sedation, so I wasn't put to sleep. I was awake, but I was, pretty much zoned out. What else was I going to say? What was I going to say? Hold on. I'll be back. Okay. I remember what I was going to say. After the procedure, they sent me to recovery. They needed to monitor me for like an hour or hour and a half, something like that. Make sure that my vitals were okay, my blood pressure and all of that kind of stuff. It didn't hurt, but the tape that they put on this clear, you can see the clear tape, it was very tight. So uh, I felt like I had a stiff neck. Like it would when I would turn my neck this way or this way, it was really, really stiff. But now, let's see, that was done 2 days ago, and it doesn't hurt at all. The only thing is, it's just itchy. Like I don't have a rash or anything like that, but it's just sticky. I mean, itchy under this tape. Like I'm always wanting to like, I'm always wanting to scratch like this. So it's just a little bit itchy. They do want me to come back to the hospital on Monday to change the dressing. And they said that I should be all healed up by Thursday or Friday. So I go in for my first chemo session on Thursday, and he said that the nurses can change the bandage if they see something. If not, then, I should be pretty healed by then. He also said for the next week that I cannot get in the shower. I cannot take a bath. So basically, he said for the next week it's going to be bird bath. So washing up at the sink. So that's what I've been doing, just washing up at the sink. So like I said, real quick, I just wanted to let you know what the process is going to be if you have to have a port installed. It's not scary. It's not painful. It will be a breeze for you. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comment section. And if you would like this video, I would appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see my journey as I continue to walk through the diagnosis and the recovery from invasive lobular carcinoma, stage 2, grade 3. Okay, take care. Have a wonderful day. Stay strong, stay smiling, and keep your loved ones close. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.